Hello there you, and welcome to an absolutely insane fight that we've got here for you today. The forces of Nurgle are going head to head with a gigantic Tyranid swarm. Will Pox and Pestilence be able to win the day? Will the talons of the Tyranids be able to pierce through the Nurgle horde? As always, if you do enjoy this content, do leave a like and consider subscribing, as that's the best way to support the channel. Now, let's get on with the slaughter. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and oh my god, I'm really excited for this one. This is gonna be a complete and utter slaughter here of monumental proportions. Two gigantic hordes slamming into each other. Who's gonna come out on top? Place your bets now. We've got our lovely Tyranid Hormagaunts here making their way straight forward towards the Nurgle Marauders. Axes held high, ready to clash on our front lines. And you can see we're in this little valley here. I'm hoping that we can fill it up with oodles and oodles of blood as our two armies here go clashing head to head. Already, it appears that the superior melee combat of Nurgle is having an effect on the Tyranid line here. The Tyranids taking stupendous losses, though it cannot be underestimated that the sheer weight of numbers that the Tyranid here may play a big part in this war. And you can see that Nurgle has got a lot of the Chaos Gunners over here, Renegade Gunners, trying to lay down the smackdown. However, we have things like Carnifexes on the front line who have extremely good deflection value, so that means that some of the bullets are going to be sent back at these boys, and already look at that. You can see some of them are turning red from the deflections of the auto rounds that are being fired right back at them from hitting the Tyranid armor. Got lots of Brood Warriors on the front line at the moment. They're mincing their way through Marauders. Marauders trying to keep up the pace. Let's see how we're doing on the flanks, actually. Be quite interested over here because we've also got, look at these bad boys here, loads of Plague-ridden moving into the flanks here. And these Plague-ridden are really strong units for the Nurgle team. They're going to be powering their way through the flanks of the Tyranids if the Tyranids cannot get it under control. You can see that we don't actually have that many warriors on this side. In the center, it's a very different affair. Does look like Chaos has the slight advantage at the moment here, pushing forward as it is. The gunners behind them helping lay down that firepower onto the Tyranid front line. But the Tyranids are not faltering, not at all. Look how many of them are. Both teams actually have a really big army here today. That's a lot of Chaos Gunners trying to lay that firepower into the Tyranids. And the Marauders keep pushing forward, meeting the Warriors head on. And little Timmy be praised, we've already got a Blood Lake started to form here. Look at that. Magnificent little beauty it is. Carnifexes on the front line, currently being surrounded by Marauders, and it goes down. Oh no. A Carnifex has hit the dirt. A bunch of Hormagaunts now rush into the area, trying to plug the gap. That is a severe loss there for the Tyranids. Chaos are really doing quite well, actually, at the moment. It's got to be said. Let's go over to our far flank on this side, where, again, it looks like the Plague-ridden are having an absolute whale of a time with the Tyranids. Look, oh, I love that. Every now and then, they're just throwing one behind them. Look, here we go. I don't know how they managed to do that. Throwing a Brood Warrior through the air is no simple feat. But yeah, it doesn't actually look like anyone's getting outflanked at the moment. It's still fairly even. We have got a lot of Warriors over here, but the fighting is still neck and neck. Oh my god. So many Tyranids just pour in. So I'm really hoping that we make some really cool Blood Lakes here later, especially as this fight develops. Kind of looks like the Chaos line is getting a little bit thin on this side. Oh yeah, look at that. They've broken through. Oh my god, the Tyranids are always terrifying to watch. Just a gigantic swarm of chitinous teeth. And the blades on them are so strong as well. Even in the tabletop game, they just slice through everything. I'd really like to get some more units for the Tyranids. But yeah, at the moment, Chaos are actually managing to hold this middle line. Really surprising, considering the weight of oppression of nids that are being thrown at them. The Brood Warriors are doing their job, though. They are thinning out them ranks. Slowly but surely, Chaos is taking losses. Can we see? Yes, look at this. A magnificent blood lake is starting to form. in the center of our valley. This is what I was hoping for. This is why I chose this spot. I really wanted to see if we could fill in this area with blood. And I mean the whole area. It's still got a little while to go yet, but we are working on it. My god, all of the chaos broken through. The Tyranids are broken through. They have another part of the line has crippled here. Tyranids now storming right into the gunners for chaos. Chaos losses are starting to rise pretty quickly. The Tyranids have broken through on multiple points of the line. So all the way over on this side now, the gunners are under a full assault here. We have still got a couple of melee troops still mixed into the middle of these gunners. So hopefully we can reform that front line. But at the moment, the Tyranids are pushing forward, storming over the Chaos defenses. It just always reminds me of like a Christmas sale, like Black Friday, when they open the doors and everyone just comes storming in. Only it's a bunch of Tyranids this time. Like, I've always wondered, do the Tyranids actually assimilate the Chaos here? Because isn't it like corrupted flesh? I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. Can the Tyranids assimilate corrupted Chaos flesh? I bet they can, to be honest, because they just burn everything down realistically, don't they, with the acids. But speaking of that, look at this. Little Timmy. Oh my god, get out, you rubber dinghy. Fun for the entire family, though you're going to have to watch out for the Tyranids. They might ruin your holiday, little Timmy. I'm very sorry. Oh my god, that is a sight to behold, is it not? And then we get the surge forward of Tyranids as that front line bit by bit keeps collapsing. You can see the concentrated firepower going right into the card effects. It's just causing deflection hell. There's still so many Tyranids remaining here. How are we doing on our flanks? So it kind of looks like on this side. Yeah, okay. Really interesting. The gunners are getting absolutely slaughtered. However, just behind them, we have still got lots of plague bearers. And when they get to the front line, we might actually be able to stop this Tyranid invasion again. Because look on this side. The plague bearers doing an excellent job of being holding this flank for the entirety of the match. And the Tyranids have not yet pushed past it. The same can be said on the other side as we scoot over our insane front line here. Oh my god, look, the Blood Lake is truly developing. The Tyranids are getting to a point where they're struggling to path through it now. They're going to have to build some corpse architecture here. Oh my god. Speaking of corpse architecture, look at this. Little Timmy, I'm sorry, is going to have to get out your entire merchant fleet here. Hell, get the aircraft carrier out. That is one hell of a Blood Lake that we've made. But yeah, look at our flanks. They're still holding, thanks to these plague bearers. Somehow these guys are still going on their side. The Tyranids trying their best to outflank and outswarm them, but it's just not happening. We have got a load of gunners over here trying to support them. The Tyranids have sort of outflanked them just a little bit now. Oh my god, there's so much blood all over the floor. It's really cool to watch though. The Tyranids keep pushing forward, keep surging, taking stupendous losses as they do it. The Chaos here have now killed 600,000 of the Tyranid swarm. Oh, look at this. Have we got a counter-charge? We have. We've got a counter-charge here. Marauders, freed up by the deaths of the gunners, are now counter-charging right back along that no man's land that the Tyranids have just cleaned out. And in fact, all across the entire Chaos line, a new front line is forming as reinforcements who were previously stuck at the back are now surging their way forward. Oh my god, that's absolutely amazing tactics so far by the Chaos. They have been a little bit split up on the sides, and my god, that's a lot of Carnifexes in one area. But yeah, these flanks have been holding so well, thanks to the Plague Bearers. We have got a couple of Marauders over here, but yeah, the Plague Bearers are the ones who've been taking the absolute brunt of this fight. They are split off from the rest of the Chaos army, but Nurgle's Pestilence is still firm. Like I said, the flank's holding it really nicely, and the fact that Chaos has actually managed to countercharge now with a bunch of melee units after dealing a lot of death to all the Brood Warriors. This could be a wham bam thank you man maneuver here by the Chaos. It's got to be said, that is really genius. So many melee troops were hidden within all them Chaos Gunners. And now the Tyranids are paying the price. I like this as well. Little by little, the little bridges that the Tyranids made with their own corpses are now being used by the Chaos to fight their way across the Blood Lake. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe the Chaos managed to pull that off. An epic counter charge here. 750,000 kills under the belt. The Tyranids now at 130. Chaos has only got 97,000 troops remaining, and most of them are going to be in the gunner form, I would bet. Have a look at this. Tyranids pushing the flank real hard over here, chasing down remnants of gunners. But this is going to give them a really large flanking maneuver. When these guys do actually catch up with the gunners and do finally kill them, yeah, all these are going to come swarming back into the rear line. Now, I don't know if there's many melee troops. Oh yeah, there is. There's still melee troops in here. That is actually kind of insane. The Chaos here have pulled out an absolute win from there. I mean, it's not over yet. I'm not saying that the Chaos have won, but that has been a devastating counter-charge that has just undone all of the Tyranids' work. And look at the battlefield behind them. It's just blood and corpses everywhere. That's what I like to see. But yeah, look at that counter-charge. There's so many. How did they hide all these troops? The Chaos now pushing across the Blood Lake, right into the Tyranid swarms. Absolutely magnificent stuff. Look at, I love the green contrast as well of the Plague Bearers here. To the blood red lake that they're fighting in. That looks so cool. Gunners pushing up, lending that fire superiority now to the battlefield. The entire flank on this side has been majority cleaned up. There's only a few little remnants here of Tyranids. The Chaos starting to envelop the Tyranid flank now. After pushing across the insane blood lake that we've made. Oh my god, what's happening on over this side then? So yeah, look, we had all these Tyranids chasing down renegade gunners in the deserts. Chaos now bringing its army to bear upon them. Who are these guys over here? Oh, these are actually Tyranids. Okay, so we've still got quite a large contingent over here that was just chasing them off into the desert. They're going to come back down to this flank and try and help the rest of the army to push into them. So far, so good, ladies and gentlemen. At least if you're a fan of Chaos. I can't believe how effective their counter-charge has been. They've just stormed right into all the Tyranids. The Hormagaunts now taking an absolute beating. Most of the warriors and carnifexes were actually killed trying to push the gunner lines. Maybe that was Chaos's tactic there. Take out all the heavier units, and now the enveloping of the last remaining 40,000 Tyranids has begun. Gotta hand it to Chaos, they've played an absolute blinder of a fight here. And the blood lake that we got, it's almost as if we were praising Cord. I mean, it's almost a camera and a half high. That's definitely merchant sheep. Bring out your merchant sheep, Timmy. We'll cover that sheep in blood. But yeah, definitely merchant fleet territory. Last of the Tyranids now. Come on, guys. You can just see Chaos in the background slugging the way across that blood lake. The Hormagaunts trying their last, trying their best, but it's not going to be enough. How did this group get on over here? Oh yeah, Chaos just completely annihilated them, basically. There's a couple of Tyranid carnifexes left. They're getting thrown about a little bit. But ultimately, it does look like Chaos is winning this one. My god, I just can't get over this battlefield. Like I said, I selected this area because it looked like a little valley, and I thought we'd be able to make some really cool blood lakes in it. And you know what? I have not been disappointed at all. This has been absolutely monumental. So much blood has been spilled here, and I love these little pathways that we've had to make out of corpses, quite literally. Look at these race pathways out of corpses. Last of the Tyranids here, 100 remaining. And Nurgle's grand army goes on to live another day, ladies and gentlemen. And I do think we can call this one here. Look at that battlefield, man. Absolutely fantastic stuff. But as always, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button below. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out the Chaotic Pinky store. We got some amazingly cool merch over there. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.